just a few minutes.
A private investigator is now on the Millbrook missing twins case. The case has run cold for over 30 years.
The Richmond County Sheriff's Office reopened the case looking into the disappearance of Jeanette and Danette Millbrook in 2013, but they tell us there has not been new information uncovered in quite some time. Our Celeste Springer is live in the studio. And Celeste, what does this new private investigator mean for the family?
Jeanette and Danette's sister tells me she and her mother are hopeful even after decades they'll be able to get to the bottom of the twins' disappearance. You're looking at age progressions here on your screen depicting what the two girls might look like today. Already, they say the private investigator is making headway. The twins went missing on March 18th, 1990. They went to church with family, stopped by Church's Chicken for lunch, and lastly went to see their godfather to get bus fare. An attendant at a corner store was the last known person to see them. Now, along with a new private investigator on the case, you might have noticed a new billboard towering over Milledgeville Road. This is all being paid for by private donors who also contributed to the now $11,000 reward. Family hopes someone will see this and come forward with some answers.
Somebody knows something somewhere. So we're hoping that the more money be donated to the reward, somebody will just come out and say, hey, even if it's a little something, at least we'll know.
And coming up at 11, we'll hear more from family about the new findings from the private investigator fresh on the case.
All right, thanks for that, Celeste. And Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office is looking for
12 NBC 26 at 11.
Well, earlier this afternoon, we had strong to severe storms across the CSRA. The showers mainly moving out. We'll have an update on the forecast in just a minute.
But first, new at 11, a camper fire temporarily closing down lanes on I-20 westbound this evening. It happened near exit 11 in Aiken County near Graniteville.
An Aiken County dispatch confirming the call came in around 8:30 and that a camper was on fire on the side of the highway. South Carolina Highway Patrol also on the scene there, and there aren't any reports of injuries, and we're still working to learn more on that. A 31-year-old Augusta cold case is regaining some traction. Jeanette and Danette Millbrook went missing in 1990. Neither of them ever seen again.
Our Celeste Springer joins us live in the studio tonight. Celeste, what's the latest for this case?
Well, a new private investigator is on the case, and you may have noticed a new missing persons billboard on Milledgeville Road. These photos here behind me show what the twins might look like today. Family says even though it's been decades, they still have hope they'll be able to find answers on what exactly happened on March 18th, 1990. Pictures of the Millbrook twins tower over Milledgeville Road. Gone for 31 years, a family still looking for answers. The search funded by private donors.
Somebody knows something somewhere. So we're hoping that the more money be donated to the reward, somebody will just come out and say, hey, even if it's a little something.
Family says the Millbrook twins were last seen by a cashier on March 18th, 1990 at this convenience store that was previously called Pump and Shop.
But she don't know what way they went because it happened so fast. She said she was ringing up another customer and they was gone just like that.
In 2013, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office reopened the case, but still it ran cold. Now family has a private investigator looking at things with fresh eyes.
I applaud him for sticking it out because a lot of people that done got in on the case, some of them bailed, some of them didn't want to be bothered with it because it was so old.
Family cannot tell us much so that they don't hinder the investigation, but they say he's found new information and he's going to be taking the search into his hands using cadaver dogs. They say they're hopeful but guarded after so many years of disappointment.
31 years is a long time to go without seeing your children. Even though you never have given up hope, you still think in the back of your mind that you may never see them again.
But with private donors nationwide and increased interest in the case, family says things are far from over. And whether it takes 31 years or 101 years, no one is giving up on Jeanette and Danette Millbrook. And if you have any information about the Millbrook twins, you're urged to call the number on your screen. We'll also have that on our website, wrdw.com. Tips can be anonymous, and you can receive up to $11,000 if it helps crack this case.
All right, thanks for that, Celeste. The Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office is looking for a woman who's been missing since February. They say Danielle Douglas was last seen February 25th at a grocery store on Edisto Drive. She lived off Highway 4 near Nices. The sheriff says they first heard she was missing on June 3rd. If you have any information, call the number you see there on your screen.
And we saw some severe